Was there a particular line in it that caught you immediately?
I think, well, certainly the opening scene with the cop really made me laugh. There were. I mean, the scene obviously with Trixie, a 7-year-old girl telling me her name's Trixie, and I turned to her and said that's a hooker's name. You know, that was. But the script was just punctuated with moments of real hilarity all the way through. And for me, when I'm reading something and laughing openly out loud whilst I'm reading it, I kind of know I'm onto something good with it. So, yeah, there were lots of moments actually. Lots of moments.
So does the devil have all the fun?
In the private, for sure. That's been about in the series, I think. Yeah, for sure. I mean, fun is like a word I keep sort of hammering home about this, because the project as a whole, I think, is fun, but his want to have fun and encourage people to have fun and just kind of live a little. It's kind of gently persuading people just to let go of it. Yeah, for sure. He has a lot.
Ildi told us that you had a lot of choices. What made you choose Lucifer?
It was the script that I just enjoyed the most. I mean, it genuinely was the one that I read and was like, this is the one I want to do. And you know, pilot season is a sort of interesting animal because you get sent a lot of stuff. And it's very difficult to be kind of judicious during that time because there's so much stuff coming at you. But this one was just, it stood alone for me in terms of what, you know, it was an hour drama, but it was funnier than most of the half-hour comedies that I was reading. And, you know, in my taste. So, yeah, I mean, all the way is the job that I wanted to do. And then when Len was brought on board as well, and we met and we talked about it, you know, we both were like, I want to do this, he was like, I want to do this, so it was a bit of a no-brainer really.
The script was funny, but what was your entry into the character? Is there something about him that you just really loved?
Well, the way that he was, so Tom Kapanos wrote the pilot originally, and the way that he had written his character was set in a modern world, but the character didn't speak in a modern way. He was from another, it felt like he was from another time. And you know, I think I touched on this in the Q&A, that it was written with a sort of fluency and an air and a grace about it, like an Oscar Wilde character. It was kind of almost foppish, Noel Coward-esque character. There was kind of swagger about it. But he loved British, you know, classic British rock music. And he talks about the Rolling Stones and AC/DC and all these bands that he loves. And so I had this kind of, yeah, I had this kind of like stencil in my head of like, right, if you've got Noel Coward and Mick Jagger and they had a baby, that's where I'm starting.
So going on that answer, do we anticipate we're going to hear the sympathy of the devil played, because they seem to be using that song a lot in these?
They do. The Rolling Stones tracks are notoriously expensive.
Okay.
And also, not just the tracks. If you try and we did have a line in it. I think I can say this. I can say it. We had a line in it where he came up to someone and allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. We had to pay, if we wanted to use that line, something stupid like $50,000, as written in prose. So, but what using the Rolling Stones, because I like to create a playlist whenever I'm working on anything, just to sort of, music is a big thing for me, and I'm quite instinctive about the sound and tone and energy of the piece and attitude of the piece. And so we're taking that music as a starting point. I had this playlist with loads of stuff on it, Bowie and The Who and Hendrix and, you know, and some more modern stuff on it as well. And I think music will be a big part of the show, because I think it certainly helps us deliver the attitude.
But no more rap music.
Good Lord, no. All right.